Hello.
Hello.
Look, I have fidget putty. I'm gonna show it to you. The more you play with it, the fluffier it gets. See how fluffy that is?
How does it become not fluffy?
You squish it back up, and then it's hard again.
So you just have to compress it.
Mm-hmm. But it gets like super fluffy. I wish this is what happened with cotton candy. That if you just like pull it apart, it just gets like super fluffy. Because sometimes when
It's already super fluffy.
I know, but when you touch it, sometimes it squishes, it deflates. I wish you could just like peel it apart and make it fluffy again.
Well, if your hands aren't moist, then it won't go away.
It might be an issue of how I eat my cotton candy. I like eat it, but then it sticks to your fingers, and you have to lick off your fingers, and then your fingers
Yeah.
are wet.
Well, what happens with the cotton candy when it goes in your mouth?
Well, I'm not concerned about. Well, I mean, it would be so cool if it was just like this fluffy, and you just like, and you get to feel it for a little bit,
Yeah,
but it just melts.
but as soon as the cotton candy touches wet, it deflates.
I know. I'm just
And if
saying.
your
I wish it
fingers are
could.
wet,
I know. No, I know. Thank you. I know the scientific premise behind cotton candy.
I'm
And
not
how
saying that you don't.
oh,
But
I'm just saying. I wish it would do this.
it starts that way.
I know
Why would you want it to do more?
because when my wet fingers touch it,
It
I
would
wanna.
still deflate.
No, once I collapse it with my wet fingers, I wish I could just like pull it apart and reinflate it.
Oh, just ask them to put gluten in it.
Yeah. Can you put a little bit of gluten with my sugar?
I mean, that's what the stretchy stuff is in bread. It should work.
Yeah, but it's less the stretchy part. I want it fluffy. Maybe I could ask
You're
him.
just splitting hairs now.
Yeah. Maybe I can just be like, hey, I licked this. Can you put it back in the spinner and refluff this for me? Do I get like a one-time refluff?
Yeah, it's like a pillow
Yeah. It's probably very unsanitary.
or a
So it's never
Build-A-Bear.
gonna happen. Just add more fluff.
To add more fluff.
Yeah. Anywho, I fidget with a lot of stuff, and so sometimes it makes noise. So this is so cute and so fluffy. I want to show it to you. I put it in here so it could be my thing that I play with while we're doing this.
Yeah. So far, it's not so noisy.
Yeah. And I don't think it like pops or anything. Like I have thinking putty. It's purple and cute. Maybe I'll show that sometime. And sparkly. But if you create an air pocket like putty, it just makes a sound and like pops. Ooh, kind of like gum. Like if you make a air pocket in your gum, and then you stomp on it and it.
You stomp on your gum.
Yeah, like this. And
Oh,
then
chomp on it, not stomp on it.
yeah, either. I've heard it both ways. And
No,
then
you haven't.
and then it makes a sound. Anywho, so
Well, fantastic. Now you can fidget.
I know I'm so excited.
Hopefully, your fidgeting doesn't slow down to talking.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm doing just fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You ams.
Yeah, I am. Okay.
So we did record a little bit ago. I know it's been a while, but system malfunctions and there was no sound. There was visual, but no audio. And that would kind of defeat the purpose of a video podcast if there's
Do you
no
want to
sound.
just watch us being cute and just superimpose your own words?
They would, right?
Obviously.
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 But yeah, so it didn't work out so hot. So now we're taking another stab at her. I think I got everything fixed
Nice.
and did some tests, and we'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, everybody.
Technology's
But-
great until it doesn't work.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we're back
Again.
Guess who's
Yeah.
back?
Shady's back.
Tell a friend.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, copyright strike. Watch out.
No, that was my remix. As long as I change it so many %, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you're fine.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, I can be off key more than 40%, so we're good.
Oh, honey. No.
Don't lie to
No,
me.
man. I didn't know if it was one of those situations where you're like, no, honey.
I know I can't carry a tune in a bucket with a handle. It's fine.
You can if you're singing like country-ish, but it's like old country.
And like I'm being funny and just super into it.
Yeah.
That's the only time you're like, oh, wow, that was kind of nice.
Yeah. You could karaoke.
Karaoke?
Yeah.
I don't know about
I'm
that.
terrified of karaoke.
Why are you terrified of karaoke?
I don't know.
You'll sing in front of people
Yeah.
just fine, but
Yeah.
karaoke, that's...
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Expand upon it. Or is this also like terrifying you talking about what terrifies you?
No, it doesn't terrify me to talk about what terrifies me. Sorry, that was probably gross. I'm so sorry.
Just slurps.
So I think that I have a decent voice, but there's always like those girls that go in there and they have a decent voice and they like go for it, and you can tell they're trying really hard, and then all the drunk people are like, ooh. It's like if you're bad or really good, that's when they're like, slay. And so because I'm in the like, I'm okay, it just scares me that people are going to think I'm like trying too hard, and then it's going to be boo, get off the stage.
What about a karaoke room?
Oh gosh, that's just like,
And then everybody's just like this,
staring at the words.
staring at you
No, the
as you're
words.
performing.
Do we have karaoke
Watching.
rooms here?
I'm sure.
If we go to Seattle,
No, that's not going to happen.
I think I know. Well, I've only ever seen them in shows where like James May goes to Japan or whatever,
Right.
stuff like that, and in movies. But I
would-
didn't know if if we actually had them here in Washington.
I'm sure it's made its way downtown, moving fast and it's homebound.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
It could be just you and me.
You and me, babe.
You sing well, and I'll break the windows with my lovely sound.
I would do it with just you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to play Karaoke Revolution on the Xbox,
Yeah.
like way back when.
Yeah, but like there was so much sound, nobody could really hear anybody.
Are you sure about that?
I think so.
Because we turned it down so that the voice was less from the actual recording.
Maybe I blocked that out. I don't know.
Is that
Well,
part
it
of
was
your
with
PTSD
family.
blockout?
Yeah. No, we were with family, so or we were with the family or worship team, and they had already heard me sing, and already heard me mess up.
Yeah, so I think if we get a room,
Yeah.
Or we could just find somebody that has a karaoke machine. It's not like you have to go somewhere to do it anymore.
They just have
And we have microphones. We could probably pull up a karaoke thing right here and
Okay.
do it right here for everybody.
No, thank you. If we're just gonna pull stuff up, then we don't even need microphones. We can just pull up YouTube and sing songs. Just you and I.
Oh, no.
Just singing them on the TV.
Oh, no. Got to have the microphones.
Why? To hear myself?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like a performance. It's a thing. It's a stage.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't need a stage. The world is my stage.
Yes. And we should hear it
Okay.
at a loud volume.
So what did you want to talk about tonight? You said you had
Life.
a hot take for me.
A little bit of a hot take. And this thing is like 30 years old at this point. So
Hot take?
no, where it comes from. So it's not. It's kind of like a lukewarm take. Really, kind of.
A lukewarm take.
Kinda. It may make you want to spat it out of your mouth. I don't know. But
Okay. So what is it?
Hollywood markets the One That Got Away movies a lot towards ladies, and they sell very well, right? But usually it's not like the greatest thing of like The One That Got Away, because it inevitably ends up like cheating happening, or they're with somebody else, and they're still pining after the one that got away.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And here, like one of the biggest blockbusters of when we were kids, was Titanic. If you really think about it, that's a story about the one that got away. You have a lady that is kind of about herself, who doesn't like who she's with, so she goes and has a one-night stand with a homeless dude after he draws her naked picture with her engagement present on in the photo, and then she like leaves this like note in the safe, this kind of like nasty. And then she doesn't even let him on the door, right?
That's the part that angers me the most about the whole movie.
Here's even better.
Okay.
Doesn't even let him on the door, right? If she'd have just stayed on the rescue boat that she was already on instead of getting back off of it, he could have been on the door by himself and been just fine.
Huh. You remember a lot more of this movie than I do.
Yes, but hey.
Hey,
we're not done yet.
Okay.
We're not done yet. So then the whole premise of this movie is these people are renting this like huge boat and this submarine to go look for this treasure. Look for this huge diamond heart or whatever it was.
I hope diamond.
Right?
Yeah.
And she tells them this whole long freaking story and never tells them that she still has it. Doesn't give it to the daughter that's been caring for her after she's had this family and still pining after this homeless dude that she met once. She just chucks it into the ocean. What? Are you kidding me?
You are so upset.
Yeah. That lady, Jezebel, has a complete whole freaking family, was another dude, and is still like in love with some dude she met once for a little bit.
That's why it's a story.
Yes, but it's that type of story that's sold, and I think maybe really women really like. Cue The Notebook. Because it's kind of the same thing where the one that got away,
Yeah.
right?
Well, no, because the whole thing is like she's got dementia and he's telling her their life and how they came to be. And then you find out that they're like old together and she forgets him. And then he tells her and she remembers. She remembers. Honey.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she remembers. In the end, he's like telling her this love story as someone that she doesn't know. And then at the end, she remembers their love. And then they die.
Interesting. Maybe I'll actually have to watch that one.
Okay, you can't comment on it if you haven't seen it.
Yes, I can. Watch me. Watch me.
No.
So that was my semi-hot take from 30 years ago.
What made you think about it today?
It was mentioned, and somebody had this take, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. I agree with that. We should talk about it.
We should talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's fiction.
Uh-huh.
The part that, so I don't like when movies when people are cheating, or TV shows. It gives me the ick and it makes me so sad. So I'm not a big fan of that. I honestly didn't even remember that she was engaged. I think I've seen it once and it was in theaters. And that's the only time I've ever seen it. So, and I wasn't a huge fan. I was really upset that she didn't let him on the door.
Yeah.
Like, you could have scooted over. You could have like scooted sideways if you wanted to, and then you both just lose your legs, but you have each other. Like, but I guess if she was engaged to someone else, did he die? Or is that who she married? And that's who she has a family with?
No, remember she was hiding from him when they all got back to land after the rescue boats, and she just kind of hid herself so she couldn't be seen.
Did she want to be engaged to him?
Evidently not.
Like before she met Jack?
I don't know. Maybe he started being craptacular or something, or maybe she didn't want to. Whether she wanted to or not, she could have just said, yeah, I'm not marrying you before.
Unless it was like, I mean, because it was a while ago. Maybe she didn't feel that, maybe it was some kind of like.
She didn't feel like being honorable? Yeah, I get it.
Well, she cheated, yeah. So, there's that. But maybe she didn't feel like she had the ability to say no. Like if her father had pushed her into it, and she was saving the family
there
fortune,
was no father there. It was her and her mother.
You know what? You remember so much more of this. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know. I know that I don't like when there's cheating in movies. And, we were kids when we saw the movie.
Yeah.
So it's been, how long did you say? I don't want to know. Don't tell me how long it's been since it came out. Just a couple years.
I think it's 30th anniversary.
No, it did not come out when we were 10. It did not come out when we were 10.
It's at least 25.
I did not go see it in theaters when I was 10. People have done like actual studies, and 2 people could have fit on that door.
Good for them. They're taking this way further than I did. Way more time invested.
She just broke off his fingers.
Yeah.
Never let go. Actually, could you let go? You're weighing me down. Or he wasn't like weighing you down. Ice freezes. And ice freezes. Nope. Ice floats. So like if he was frozen, he would have come back to the surface. He would have helped her.
She could have rowed him over to the boat.
Thank you for saving my life, Jack.
But then why did he sink after she broke his fingers off? Did that let all his air out?
I don't really know. Maybe because he's just not the properly shaped piece of ice. Are we
Too
dense?
many muscles.
You know what?
Not
There's
enough
just
fat.
I've never frozen somebody and just watched them float or sink in the water. So
What?
technically,
way.
I can't tell you. I'm assuming that ice floats, like people ice, people ice,
People ice.
frozen people. I would assume that they would. I don't really know. I don't know.
Somebody knows out there.
Somebody knows. But I mean, she didn't have to crack his fingers off. She could have been like, "Hey, this dude died. Somebody bury him." But I guess he's out at the sea with millions of dollars in diamonds in the same
Somewhere. She didn't even throw it in the same spot.
No.
The boat was moving at that point.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I have heard is that there is a certain amount of like water to dead people ratio that people are okay with swimming in. So if there was a dead person in a swimming pool, you'd be like, "Oh gosh, no."
Yeah.
But there's tons and tons of dead bodies in the ocean, and we're just like,
Well, you
It's
just
fine.
don't think about it.
so just go swimming in the pool with the dead body and don't think about it.
No.
Exactly. There's a
It's
certain
not the
ratio.
same. It's
There's
not the
a
same.
certain ratio.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Close your eyes. Play Marco Polo with the body.
No.
No.
What if his little finger just goes right in your mouth? And you got some dead dude's finger in your mouth.
Because your eyes were closed.
Yeah. And he's not saying polo. You're just like, Marco, Marco, Marco.
Gotcha.
The only way he's going, oh, is if he's a zombie.
Oh. Anyway, there's a certain ratio that everybody's okay with swimming with dead people in the same water.
That's framed very weird. I mean, of course, there's dead things in the sea.
I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about bodies.
Yeah. Bodies of whales, bodies of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stuff happens. Right? And I'm sure at one point or another, there's a dead person in a pool that somebody else swims in, but not actively at the same time.
Yeah, but there's still bodies in the ocean.
Yes, there's also dead fish in the ocean, too. And
Okay.
fish pee and poop and...
Yeah, okay. So what if you had a natural lake, or a natural lake, a natural swimming pool, where you kept the
A lake, you mean?
no, like people have the natural, they're like swimming ponds, but they're swimming pools that are like done up, but then on the edges it has like plants and stuff, and it keeps the water.
Still no, because we're in society.
What?
We're people, and that's somebody that needs to be taken care of. If we know there's a dead body, it needs to be taken care of.
Well, we know there are tons of dead
We don't know
bodies
where
there.
they're at. Obviously.
So that's the issue. We know they're there, we just can't see them.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think about that when I go to the ocean.
Maybe you should.
Oh, yeah, should I think about all the plastic while I'm at it? Like,
No, that's not
there's
what I'm
tons
talking
of
about.
plastic too and nasty stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, should I not enjoy the beach? Should I just go and think about all the dead bodies?
No, I'm saying enjoy the beach still. I'm just like,
Are you though?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I just read it the other day, and I was like, that's funny. That's for real. I wouldn't swim in a pool with a dead person in it. But I definitely am just like, ocean, I'm in it.
Yeah. Again, you don't see the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the dead
No.
body and you just keep going on in it, huh?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
No. Speaking of water and the ocean.
It's wet, not frozen.
Where we are anyway. I think we are going to plunge this week on the way over to Colville.
On the way?
I think so. Or when we get there. No, probably on the way. Maybe I don't know.
There's no lake close. We'd have to go all the way over to Kettle.
Yeah, but we could stop at Vantage.
Yeah, the Columbia River.
Yeah. We are going over for my niece's graduation. She is one of my oldest best friend's daughters. We grew up together when we were little. Their family moved back over to Colville. Our parents are besties. We're besties. And she has a beautiful spawn that I like to call Mud. She's my little muddy baby. And I love her. And she graduated and she's having a party. So we're going to go see her. And because it's Friday, that's our plunge day. We're going to plunge over there.
Yeah. Or we could do Moses Lake.
Mosai. We can go to the Mosai. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only one. It's not multiples.
It's just one lake.
That's why it's Moses, not Mosai.
Well,
You making broccoli there?
yeah, I thought I'm really not good at geography.
You thought that what?
The potholes. Aren't they filled with water?
I don't know.
Aren't they near Moses Lake or
Depends on if it's rained or not.
that's street potholes? I don't know. Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's some springs over there somewhere too, but those are usually hot, not cold.
That is true. That is really true. Yeah. So we're plunging.
Yeah, we got a fun little drive. It's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 6, probably 7 hours, especially if we're stopping to take a dip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
And then have a fun party.
Yeah. And then coming home.
And then coming home and back to work we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it'll be a nice little trip.
Yeah. And then not too long we'll be at another graduation party and
For
another
Niece
one.
Bailey. So excited. So many graduations this year.
Yeah. All the
I mean,
kids
like
are catching up.
for like
For
our
us.
family and in our revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're yawning, babe.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Been in the sun. It's been hot.
It is warm today. I think, what did it get up to 88?
86, the last I saw.
Oh. It was 82, 81. 81 in the coffee shop before I left. When I left, it
And
was like,
if you're watching this outside of where we live, that's warm for where we live.
yes,
99% of houses out here do not have air.
conditioning. We have plenty of air to breathe,
Sometimes.
but not cold air coming into our homes.
Yeah, and it's not standard to have AC in the house.
Mm-mm.
If you do have one, it's some little portable thing for one room.
That's what we have.
And we're usually right around between 70 and 40 for most of the year.
Yeah, that's for real.
So
Oh, excuse me, that's for real. I mean, we have like 6 months of rain,
ish, yeah.
so
But in that time, it's mostly between 40 and 50.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So We actually got really hot early this year, and normally our warm times aren't until July, August, beginning of September. So maybe it's gonna be a warm summer.
Yay. I don't care as long as there's rain.
Yeah, every once in a while. But there's already fires.
I know.
And
so
I
there
know
needs to be
there's
more rain.
And I know there's like a bunch of different people they're saying that they're in a drought.
There you go.
And there's a lot of fields, farmers, crops and stuff that aren't coming up.
Mm-hmm. Not enough
So-
rain.
So that's
We
sad.
did have more rain this winter, but
Yeah.
spring has been really dry.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. So, yeah.
What?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. I thought we had something else to talk about.
And on that note, I think it's time.
He's yawning a lot.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's been a long, hot day. Been lots of working.
Yeah. We're going to go
So-
get in the AC.
Yes, we are. Oh, evidently I hit the button too soon. So, see you later.
Goodbye.